Hey everyone, my name is Americ and welcome to a brand new review for The Mentalist Season 7, Episode 5, titled The Silver Briefcase. Make sure you stay until the end of this video because I have a special announcement for you Mentalist fans. Now, we all saw that episode. Oh God, we saw that episode. So, we know what happened. Let's jump into what worked. My freaking God. I was so excited when I was like, Jordan Harper wrote that episode, Simon Baker directed the episode, so I was like, I was giddy. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. But you know, at the same time, I was worried because I'm like, I want this to work. I want this to work out well. Yeah, it worked. It worked super hard. The first thing that absolutely worked for me was the rhythm in this episode. You know, no one ever talks about how constructing the right rhythm with the right direction, with the right writing, with the dialogue, constructing the rhythm of an episode so that you're watching it from beginning to end and you're not bored. I mean, there's not a second that is wasted. Every frame, every scene, every line of dialogue, everything just freaking worked in the perfect rhythm. And at the end of the episode, you're like, that's it? What's it? Oh, what? Done? No, that's what I call a perfectly rhythmed episode. I don't know how else to say it. This is perfect. Which brings us to the perfect story. Oh my God, I am so in love with how this entire story just played out. I mean, Jesus, from the fact that from the beginning, it starts out small. I mean, just infinitely tiny, itsy bitsy small. We all know that there's some guy who's up to some shenanigans with that opening scene, so we know something's up. But when Patrick just sees that guy, and there's something that just tips him off, and it starts this entire thing, and it starts out small. It starts out with a little thing here, a little thing there. It's fun, it's original. It was just literally a story that was perfectly constructed where the suspects were tight, where the investigation was perfectly built out, where every single angle of how it was approached, including, and oh my God, that scene, the briefcase scene, the confession scenes, this whole thing, that story was like, oh my God, how did you, what? Where? I mean, I can't even, this is not a good review. This is not a good review because all I'm just doing is blurting things out like, is this all great? It's not gonna be a good review. Because apparently all I can just do is grunt. But with perfect rhythm and a perfect story comes perfect moments. Moments that just made the episode ever so special. And they didn't have to be big. For example, the opening scene, no music. I know, just a subtle thing, no music, just the quiet moments of someone washing their hands, walking away, and then you see the hint of what we think is a dead body. That's some direction. That's some Simon Baker direction, yo. Someone needs to be winning some sort of Emmy for that, because that was awesome. Jane and Abbott. That relationship for me is literally some of the most endearing stuff because I always felt Jane really had tough relationships with or conflicting relationships with a lot of the supervisors he had before. And I feel that him and Abbott have, for the first time in a very long time, a collegial and friendly relationship, and they're just pounding it, and I'm like, yeah, I dig it. Wiley and Vega in the car with Vega taking off her clothes and Wiley being like, hey, buddy, eyes on the road, eyes on the road. Jeez. So is there gonna be a new ship there? Is it not so much gonna be Choga, i.e. Cho and Vega? Is it gonna be Wiley and Vega? Wiley? I don't know about this. Jane and Lisbon touching hands before they went into the confession scene, you know, with the whole like briefcase. That was a sweet moment. That was just like, we're partners, but we're partners. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Also, I have to say, I usually don't like those storylines where we don't know what really happened and it could go either way. So in this case, we don't know if it was the mistress or the husband that killed the wife because we saw both versions play out. And both versions sort of stand their own ground. Personally, I think it's the husband, but you know, you never know. And I like the fact that it was like an unusual twist. But truly, that final scene where Jane and Lisbon are casually discussing whether Jane is gonna quit the CBI, FBI, the FBI, they moved on, Americ, they moved on! Where they're talking about moving on and Jane is trying to convince her and tell her the benefits of maybe being on a tropical beach. You know, Jane, you need to stop with the tropical beaches. You did the whole tropical beach. You really need to get over that. And then Lisbon is like, nah, come on. We love this too much. I don't think so. This is not happening. But the frankness, the genuine, just intimacy of that dialogue is what a couple is all about for me. Like seriously, I know you guys want the whole kissing and holding hands and doing the, you know, the deed. But I actually like moments like that because I feel like that's what really a relationship is all about. It's like banter taken at the intimate level, and I like it. I like it a lot, and it was the perfect ending to a perfect episode, and I loved it. So the question now becomes, what didn't work? So my final thoughts on this episode, on this perfect episode, is that I want more Jordan Harper and Simon Baker working together because that was an awesome episode. I was just, oh, that was so cool. That was so ridiculously cool that I liked every freaking moment of it. But that's what I thought of this episode. What did you think of this episode? Comment below and let me know. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe, yo. Subscribe. What's up with not subscribing? Just try it. Just give it a whirl. Try it. It's not gonna hurt. It's free. It's free. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. Next week, The Mentalist will actually be moving from Sunday to Wednesday. So the next episode of The Mentalist is Wednesday, January 7th. And that's actually where my next review of The Mentalist is gonna be Wednesday, January 7th. However, and this is where the surprise announcement comes in, I actually have a plan to do a video for next Sunday, right? A week from now, that's essentially going to be a Mentalist Season 7, what I think about it so far, and Q&A, which I answer some of your questions about what you think of The Mentalist, what do you think about these reviews, overall, anything you want to know about The Mentalist and my reviews, you can leave your questions in the comment section below, or you can tweet me at @Americ, or send me something on Instagram. Whatever. Just try it out. Just try it out.